Welcome to the Off Label Podcast, your twice weekly dose of sin in an insane world with bonus episodes like tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, this was something we kind of threw away from Thursday, but we agreed to do it tonight. We're going to go ahead and take a little bit of a mid dive into the life of Harry Sisson now that he has come up with these allegations. And the allegations really are just the tip of the iceberg with this one, because apparently he's involved with people who seem to have been grooming children. Before we get into any of that, before we get into any of that, I do want to say this, though, ladies and gentlemen. This kid was also involved in a fake boom boom threat. We're going to go a little bit over that as well, just being careful for YouTube for this, but we'll talk about all that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to get insane, but I hope you're ready for this. It only begins now.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you can get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
Oh, shit. There we go.
Don't laugh, she's someone's father. All you're preparing for winter. I see these sounds coming from her armpit. That's not hair, that's a bird's nest. Tarzan cold, he wants his habitat back. The sound of the jungle, the look of the jungle. Even Bigfoot will tell you to shave. Well, you're one gust of wind from starting a fire. That's not armpit hair, that's a public park. That's not natural, that's a whole legal system. You can start a black market wig business. I bet you tell people you're just vibing while your life burns down. You look like you smell vintage. Bet she doesn't use soap either. Your aesthetic is feral with feelings. They made weedies for a reason. I can smell you through my phone. I would still bang. Always a septum pierce girls for real. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. Probably definitely need a lawnmower for downstairs. Roasted!
I heard that, ladies and gentlemen, and so do you.
I can smell you through my phone. Took me out. I was.
I saw the picture and I was just like, this is going to be great. I don't even care if it's not chat music. That one's going to be great. That was not disappointed. No. What's up, everybody? How you doing?
Smell you through my phone. Took me out. I'm not gonna lie, because I felt the same way. I was like, there's no white powder there because there's no deodorant there. Like, I could smell you through my phone. Just took me out. What up, everybody?
While her face is leaning into it, which means she can smell it too. It's a little weird.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm so happy I'm married and have a baby with a quote unquote normal woman, quote unquote, because I'll give you that. Like she tends to switch. But when I call her out on it, she doesn't. Like it's one of those things where I'm very good at being able to tell when somebody's about to go into a rage. And my wife has multiple personality. And today she was about to switch into another personality, and I looked at her and I go, "Look at me. Don't do it. Don't do it." And she didn't switch. But yeah, that girl's gross. That girl's fucking like I could smell her through my
I have no
phone.
idea how you brought up that story in relation to a woman not shaving and putting deodorant on. Like,
Because they're just
my wife has multiple personalities and her armpit smells gross.
yeah. No, but you can tell she switches. Like you can tell she has multiple personalities because she's just like, yeah, no, I'm a woman.
I'm just wondering how you put these two things together, brother.
I put weird things together. I can't help it. I once again, it's called I'm Simple Davy because I see simple things and people are just like, how do you see that? And I'm like, yeah, I see it because it's to me, it's a simple thing. Like I could see, like
she didn't shave. She ain't wearing deodorant. Her face is leaned into her armpit.
Yeah,
hey, my wife has multiple personalities. What?
She switches and she switched and she hasn't unswitched because she's like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm this person.
Again, I still have no idea how you link the two things together. I'm lost on this. You're trying to defend it, and it's failing because I don't.
She switched and she hasn't unswitched. That's why she has hair under her armpits. Because listen. Your wife.
Okay. Okay. I said, okay, fine. See, had you have said that, it made sense.
She has switched and she left the hair under her armpits and she hasn't unswitched.
Right.
So she's under that switch. She's not in a feminine switch. You know what I mean? Like, so she thinks she's the guy or whatever it is.
Davey, I'm just going to save you right now. What is up, Jennifer? How you doing? Just John Don's in the house. Carolyn Hall, how you doing?
Hi,
we got Lenny with us. We got Joe. I'm saving your ass because she's going to watch us back and be like, all right, motherfucker. What? Anyway.
Oh, Amanda?
What's going on, Joe? How you doing tonight? Okay, we got Muffin. I saw Muffin with us as well. All right. I'm just going to save you.
I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I'm still fucking tired. I don't know why.
Well,
I don't know why I'm still fucking tired. Like I've been asleep for a week, dude, and it's not getting any better.
Well,
it
could be a low testosterone thing, so get yourself checked out. But, ladies and gentlemen,
I hammered my wife today. I gave her a good. Yeah.
That has nothing to do with the energy you feel from that.
Oh, I gave
you
my
went
wife,
to immediately went to sleep too, didn't you?
I gave my wife a good hammering today. Let me tell you.
And then you immediately went to sleep.
Yeah, but still. But still, I gave her a good rogering.
I'm just going to cut it again right here, Davey. I don't know why you're trying to push this issue. You want to get hit with the frying pan. Keep on, brother.
You said my testosterone is low. I got to defend my testosterone. I got to defend my tea. I gave my wife a good rogering today.
Hey, it's more than 1 in 5 now. But, ladies and
she's
gentlemen.
Like, yeah.
Y'all know this.
She's like, we're all depressed. And she's like, but we still got a good one in. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. We did.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know this motherfucker. Let's take a look right here.
Isn't it crazy how Republicans think that pronouns are more dangerous for children than AR-15s? Sure.
But we're not done. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
Harry Sisson's troubles got a lot worse last night. Because yes, you have the woman he was coercing into sending explicit videos, but what we didn't know until last night is that Harry is involved with this guy named Camille. He started working with Camille about a year ago, and Camille was caught doing this same thing to a 14-year-old autistic minor, telling him he would use FBI connections if he told anybody. That minor sent screenshots to a woman involved with Harry. She said, hey, this is someone you're close with, someone you do business with, and this is not okay. She said Harry seemed like he cared and he would do something about it. Long story short, after multiple times reaching out to Harry and sending a multitude of screenshots, and instead of using his massive platform or connections to bring this to light, he starts protecting his friend that is grooming a 14-year-old minor. Man, I knew you were a spoiled rich kid with no morals, but even I didn't expect it to be this bad.
Now, that being
Isaac.
said, we're going to go to this now. Before we take a stupid walk down that shit, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to,
Here's the thing. He's the same piece of shit as all the other Antifas are. Here's the thing.
Yes, but
He's the same piece of shit.
did you
All the Antifa guys who say they're, oh, I'm a great guy. I don't treat women that way. And then they all do the same thing.
I mean, it kind of is.
And then they want
this one's a different fucking case altogether, brother. Now,
I
I
understand
followed this shit for a minute.
I get that. Like, but he's the same trans the best word is trans tifa is the best way I've ever heard it described. The best thing about those trans tifa fucks is they're all the same. They all come off as, I'm a good guy. I'm not going to treat you like those Republican guys. I'm not going to treat you like those guys who are macho and bravado. I'm going to treat you differently. And then goes and goes, hey, can you send me a booty hole pic?
Oh, shit.
Because he did. He said, can you send me a booty hole pic?
I'm fucking myself up on this camera.
Like, it's one of those things where people want you, it's projection. People want you to think that guys who are more conservative treat you a certain way, yet the progressive guys are treating you that way. And it's not funny because it's not a good way.
Nothing fucking different from what we normally see, though. I mean,
No,
growing
it's
up
not.
as kids, we did the same damn shit. Women always went after the ones that treated them like shit. The ones that were
Yeah.
actually good to them, they always friend zone and, oh,
Yeah.
you're my best friend. Why can't I find anybody like you? I'm right here. I
Yeah.
mean, anybody other than you.
I was friend zoned so fucking so much.
I've got no fucking respect for anything like that. And, you know, had I had thought about it at the time, which I didn't, there were good people and a lot of women in my life who didn't play that game and I threw away. So can't really say it's all fault of a woman, though.
I was friend zoned so fucking much that it bothered me. And then I became a piece of shit. And then, like we talked about before, like someone said that I sexually assaulted them when they were on top of me. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's one of those things that, like, it's a weird fucking place to be. But these pieces of shit do this, and they're like, well, no, I'm a good guy. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I don't know where that you are like out in left field today, brother.
I am today. I told you. I'm so fucking tired. I don't know why.
Well, let's get back into the story here then. All right, before we get into that,
Richard, I died last week. Okay, I died last Sunday.
okay, and
I died on Sunday, and it's
so just throw up the "Did you die" meme and move on. You're a man. Who cares?
Amanda's like, I died twice. You need to really put the meme on. Oh, first time? Yeah, no, not my first time.
But no. Going back to this.
I'm sorry. It failed 6 times for you. Okay, I'm not used to
5.
this.
All right?
5. I'm not used to this.
And I did it to myself. Your shit's just like, I don't even know what the fuck's going on. It may be genetic, but
I ate Chinese food and almost fucking went to the other realm.
A day old pizza and damn near died. You're killing yourself with food, brother. Stop it. Like, this is the dumbest shit. It's like you want to live the fat ass lifestyle without the stomach behind it.
I know, I really do. It's a weird thing. It's a weird lifestyle. I second that 100%.
This dude, y'all don't know the shit I deal with in the background. This motherfucker's like, one day he's like, hey, check this out. Yeah, woo! Next day, I almost died. What the fuck? It's a weird situation. But getting back to this weird ass situation, I know.
I'm a weird ass. Listen, we're weird ass motherfuckers, and that's why it works, Richard. This is why it works. Because we're 2 fucking weirdos that happen to meet online, and it works.
Yeah, it does. It does. But
it works.
I'm going to take y'all back in time a little bit here. It's the last year. Okay, at the end of last year. No, I'm sorry. This is at the end of 2023. I remember this because I was actually involved in this, and I remember calling this shit out back when it happened. Check all the videos back. We actually fucking did. Harry Sisson, who we all know who has been involved in a lot of scandals about being paid by the Biden administration, the TikTok influencer, the 30s social media influencers, all that palette media, we all know. Okay, let's take this back because this is something that flew under the radar. By the way, what's up, Rick? How you doing, Spuds? I see Zach in the house as well.
Note to self: never hang around Rich and Davey together in real life. You'll find out that you're not gay.
I'm sorry, Kelly.
Listen, I'm a fucking riot live, and Richard knows that I am just as stupid in real life as I am right now. Like, yes. I will say the same. I am just as fucking stupid as I am. I'm probably more stupider in real life because I don't care.
We've told that story. Jesus Christ. That was just like, it was a punch in the face for me. And just like, oh, God damn. I read that wrong moment altogether. But stop trying to squirrel the fuck out right now.
I'm not trying to squirrel the. I'm not.
You are. You're trying to squirrel the fuck out.
It's a bonus episode.
We are, dude. We're 20 minutes in and we ain't said shit. Calm the fuck down for a second. Let's get to the show.
Okay.
All right. But Harry Sisson was actually involved in a bomb threat kind of situation here. All right. And I want to bring this back. I really do, because it's a serious situation. There's a lot of violations. This dude should have already been in prison a long time ago because of this situation. And I want to show you this. All of this on Harry Sisson's part was to just drum up shit for his social media. Now, before we get into the little bomb threat shit, I'm going to show you exactly, where is it? No, that was that one. The kind of shit. Where the fuck is it? Sorry, guys. I know I have it. I know I have it. Do I not? Where is that?
Which one are you looking for?
Just like little random things he was throwing out there. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Okay.
This is the kind of shit Harry was putting out there while he was cock of the fucking walk on Gen Z.
Messaged me with my full address and a message of what they were going to do to me and my family once they showed up at my door. I also had what appeared to be a 50-year-old man who just joined my live stream telling me he's conducting a personal investigation into my Twitter account because he thinks I'm paid off by the DNC. I also had someone message me my mother's social security number, although I have no idea if it's correct because I don't know the number. Oh, I also recently rejected a guy's offer to go on his podcast because he told me to unalive myself, and in response he told me he's going to show up at my door and that I should be worried. Two things, I'm telling you guys this for a reason. One, this has all happened since the FBI raided Donald Trump's house. These far-right people are angry and they will take their anger out on someone. And even myself, someone who doesn't matter in politics whatsoever, has to deal with these people. And two, creators are human beings as well. No matter how much you dislike someone, getting their personal information and sending it to them with a threat is not okay.
But you were okay with Chai Rychek. You actually celebrated that shit on a fucking live. But he got another one here. I just got some hate mails.
He also docks Sarah Fields.
Oh, yeah. That's part of the story. That's part of the story that's coming up here in a second. He said, I just got some hate mail sent to my house by a Trump supporter that included a pretty threatening message in it. Blah, 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 fucking blah. I want you to take a look at this. There ain't no goddamn way in hell this is an actual real message. It doesn't matter who you are. You're going to get some punctuation correct in this. But it's a typed up message. Looks like it was printed out from like some public school thing. Sent to a printer.
Like you
scanned off. And
can you scroll into it?
No, because it's Twitter.
Oh, okay.
If I scroll in, it does nothing.
Okay.
But it says, "Hi, Harry." No comma. No punctuation. No capitalization on his name. Leaning into the Trump supporters
are dumb.
Leaning into the Trump supporters a done thing. Just round to Michael Stetson. How y'all doing tonight? Shane's in here with us too. But
Galen Geiger sent it. No,
I'm sorry. I totally spaced out today, and I was taking a nap with the wife at that time. I apologize, but it says still being a dumbass online and still getting your facts wrong all the time. Still living mommy and daddy in New York. Still waiting for the DNC. Still trying to push Biden, even though the Biden are more crooked than any other president of the United States. Double spaced in some points, ladies and gentlemen. All of this is a run-on fucking sentence. I'm sorry. Even the most illiterate son of a bitch is going to have punctuation somewhere in here. It's bullshit. Yeah. It looks like somebody just, I'm just fucking around right now, just writing myself a little note, print it out on the university school printer. Hey, this doesn't look real because, yeah. What are the black marks there? Oh, that looks like it's been scanned and reprinted.
But the problem is that, like, you have these people that do these interviews, like, online, who give Trump supporters a bad name. Like they really shouldn't do interviews anymore. They should just be like, no, I voted for Trump. That's it. And you know what I mean? Like the same people who are like, hey, you want illegals in the country? And they're like, yeah. Are you going to take them in? And they're like, no. And you're like, why? And then they go on. So people who are Trump supporters should stop doing that kind of thing, because it doesn't put us in a good light, and they will continue to make people who support Trump look bad.
and Harry and Chris and Dean, they all get off on it. And they all have that
Here's the
same
thing.
mentality.
Here's the thing, though, brother. I can tell you 100% this ain't real.
No, I know it's not real.
Look at
I
the
know
way.
it's not real.
Hold on. If this was a letter that was sent to him, look at the way it's folded. Are you gonna be? You gonna be able to stuff that anywhere?
No, I know it's not real. But the people who do that shit give us a bad name because of it. And it sucks. Like I said, they're still holding January 6th over our heads. And it's like, how? How are you holding January 6th over our heads? Meanwhile, May 29th, 2020.
Oh, that's because people don't know about that.
No, I know. And we continue to say it. But it's one of those things where people will hold it over our heads. And these fucking gaytards will sit there and we'll be like, well, you know, you guys don't like gay. Yes, we like gay people. We don't care about gay people. Yeah, no, Trump said Trump's the most gay-friendly president ever. No.
I mean, he's the only president that went into office supporting gay marriage. But
Richard
he's supposed
Grenell?
to be taking apart gay marriage. It's weird, though. But I will say this. One last thing before we get back to the bomb threat situation. Explain to me how this is not a fucking threat, ladies and gentlemen.
So Donald Trump's campaign manager just threatened me on social media. I'm not joking. In response to the immunity decision from the Supreme Court this morning, I said on Twitter, according to the Supreme Court, Biden can now send in SEAL Team 6 to take them all out. He could send in the military to take out Trump. He has immunity for official acts now. And I guess the Trump campaign didn't like that very much because Trump's campaign manager, Chris LaCivita, responded to me by saying, expect a visit. Now, what do you think that means? Is the Trump campaign threatening me with a visit? Are they saying they're going to send their guys to my house to try to keep me quiet so I won't advocate against their candidate? Is that what he's implying here? You know, I'm just using my First Amendment rights to tell them how awful their candidate is. But of course, the Trump campaign doesn't believe in all that. Trump said he wants to be a dictator on day one. This really is the perfect summary of the Trump campaign. Their candidate is so terrible that they have to resort to tactics like this. But here's my message to Chris LaCivita and the entire Trump campaign. No. I won't be quiet. The tens of millions of Americans who don't support Donald Trump won't be quiet either because we see Donald Trump for what he is, a con man, a fraud, and a convicted felon. So
that is the kind of shit that led to two assassination attempts.
When you go to jail, I'm going to laugh. When your mouth gets so fucked.
Jennifer, thank you for the $5 dono. Look, we're all surprised that Harry is straight. That is the real story.
Yeah. I'm going to laugh when your mouth
I think it's a cover.
is used like a toilet.
Let's be honest. They'll put his ass in isolation because there ain't no goddamn way he wouldn't be used and abused, thrown around, and literally ragdolled and bodied within the first week in prison.
He would be used as a human fucking toilet.
Oh yeah.
Because he's just human garbage. And that's the problem I have with him and those fucking idiots like him. Like, you don't understand. Like, he has, like, the girl was talking about how he would go to his summer house in Jersey. Like, he has multiple houses.
Yeah.
His dad's rich. Dean's parents have money. Chris's parents have money. All those idiots' parents have money.
Oh, hell yeah.
They all have multiple houses.
His dad is reportedly a fucking wife beater. I mean, that's why they were getting a divorce.
Yeah. So, like, this is what I mean. Like, I want to make shirts that say, you have never been punched in the face, and it shows. Because these fucking idiots have never been punched in the face, and it shows. They've never
Oh,
They've
these little
never-
soy boy motherfuckers? No, because
Yeah,
if you do
yeah.
that, then oh my god, you're so violent. Go to prison. Eh.
My daddy's gonna sue you. My daddy's gonna sue you because I bro, these kids would never fucking survive, and it gets me so angry. I don't know why it makes me so mad that these fucking idiots.
Fuck them.
Well, I mean, if they go to jail, they might, but still.
I mean, seriously, fuck them. Okay, our parents raised half their generation to be pansy pieces of shit. That generation grew up to raise 70% of their fucking generation to be pansy pieces of shit. All right? That's how that actually fucking worked. What are we doing? Uh-oh.
Are you on the show?
Yes.
Fuck! Yeah, what?
What up? How you doing?
I'm tired.
You're going to have to get closer to the mic.
I want you to get Amanda's take on this Harry Sisson.
Okay. All right. So let's track this back. This is earlier, late in 2023 that this happened. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Harry Sisson was involved in a fake bomb threat to drum up support and sympathy for young Gen Z on TikTok
Yeah.
for Biden. Okay. Check this story out. This comes from Twitchy. Twitchy is kind of like it's not really an official thing, but it wraps the story up nicely because there are really no official places that actually touch this story.
Yeah.
As Twitchy readers know, Harry Sisson claims to have received a bomb threat because he's so good at pushing for Biden that MAGA is trying to scare him or something. Don't make that face. We didn't make the claim. Anywho, after Sarah Fields called him out, and she did so in a brutal way, the Sisson started getting very defensive. We updated you briefly on yesterday's story, blah, 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 but starting here. Post this. Come on. Okay, so full summary on this as far as this point is concerned. He put out a little video saying that he got a fake bomb threat through an email that was sent to him, his managing company, and his university about a bomb threat. Okay. There were 2 bombs that were supposedly in this email. One in the main building and one in the dormitory where they thought Harry lived. Okay.
Right.
In this, he says, hey, nobody took it seriously because I don't live on campus. Okay, so fuck them other kids, right? If this is a true thing, just because
Right.
Harry Sisson doesn't live on campus, they don't take it seriously because he doesn't live on campus. I swear to God, that's the story that he told with this shit. Okay? Everybody's
I mean, this is the same generation that came up with silent walking. So, I mean,
you have a point with that. But then,
I mean,
you know, as the story goes along, okay, it gets to a point to where Sarah kind of, she dug her teeth into this one. They have a checkered fucking history, and it gets even worse because of this
Right.
situation. But Sarah dug her teeth into this one, and she wouldn't let go.
right.
And a lot of the things she's found is kind of really disturbing about this kid. But take a little screenshot here from X where she says, come on, Harry, let's think logically. I know that concept is hard because your frontal lobe isn't fully developed. But as an older woman with more experience and a mature, logical mind, let's unpack. First of all, it's ironic to me that someone who's always screaming about, and they did cut it out. But he replies back, that number behind me is not my address. It's some random building I was standing in front of while visiting friends, LMAO. To your 1 and 2. Let's just actually take it the fuck back on this one. First of all, it's ironic to me that someone who is always screaming about school safety and is downplaying a bomb threat and is saying that the school didn't take it seriously. It seems almost hypocritical. You might want to rally up the Soy Boy clan about your school's disregard for student safety. Hold on. She has a point there because in the video, if they say, hey, the police, we talked to the police. The police, we said we don't take this credibly. The police said, hey, cool, that's fine. You handle it. And then campus security, I swear to God, he says campus security told the student body to handle a bomb threat.
Now see, again, this is the same generation that came up with silent walking. Like, I
There is
I
a
don't know.
bomb in the main student admin building, supposedly, and a bomb in the supposed dormitory he's supposed to live at. And the campus is like, Harry Sisson don't live here, so yeah, fuck him. Hey,
Yeah,
kids, those bombs, yeah, go check it out for yourselves.
yeah.
You expect me to believe any of that?
Go find it and then defuse it yourself.
That was the claim made. Okay.
Uh, uh,
That's where she
fuck.
goes off into school's disregard for student safety. Secondly, your email was supposed bomb threat also stated that a bomb was placed in the main building. If I had a student in a university and I knew of email like this and my student safety was not taken seriously, I'd be a pissed off mother.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Third, you are trying to say that not a single security officer on campus was informed of this threat in
I
your
wanted a woman's perspective. That's why I put her on this whole
Okay.
situation.
This is not a woman's. I mean, but yeah, I would be mad as a mom, definitely. But again, I mean, it's the same generation.
You're getting a little bit too far from the mic now.
It's the same generation that came up with silent walking. I mean,
It's the same generation that ate Tide Pods.
exactly.
The same generation that put tampons in alcohol and shoved them up their asses to get drunk all day.
Exactly. Or just fucking shoved fucking popsicles up their ass so they can experience a period. Like, it's not.
He ate popsicle. Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
It's
it's not
not-
helping the case at all. You're right.
no.
But yeah, she says, third, you are
But,
trying to say.
I'm not like every mom either. Like, if you're gonna get in trouble, you're gonna get in trouble. Like,
Right.
if you don't tell me what's going on, if you're not truthful, then I can't protect you.
Right. But she goes on. She goes, third, you are trying to say that not a single security officer on campus was informed of this threat. In your TikTok video, you said the police were notified. So your school found it necessary to report this incident to the police, but not campus security? I could go on, but I'm not wasting any more thumb up movement. And she's right. The video that he pointed out. It says to your 1 and 2, the school did take it seriously, but no evacuations needed to be made, nor students needed to be informed because it was fake threat that was immediately known.
Zach, did the spiked tampons work? Asking for a friend.
I think the wife should have their own shows. I think
That
Amy
might
and
be fun.
Amanda should have their own shows. I'm not gonna lie.
That might
Alright.
be fun.
I'm gonna go eat my food and watch my baby. So here's Davy. Here.
This motherfucker, guys. He tried to get out by just throwing his wife into it. Look at him. That's what happened. He tried to bail. This motherfucker tried to bail on the show by throwing his wife in front of the camera.
No, listen, I want my wife to be more comfortable being on the show because I think between my wife and your wife, you don't think that show would be amazing?
Oh, it'd be funny as shit.
It'd be the greatest show ever. It'd be the second show. Like, I called Pretty Antisocial, and you know that.
We all knew it, yeah.
I called Pretty Antisocial. My wife and your wife would be amazing. My wife
Dude,
and
my
your
wife
wife.
ain't doing this shit. I can tell you right now, she ain't.
I know
But-
I know she wouldn't, but I would want it. Like, hold on. I know your wife wouldn't do it, and that's like I'm trying to work my wife into doing this because I want my wife as like a third mic, because I want my wife's like she has a different perspective.
What
My
up,
hair.
Zero Core? How you doing? Davey's trying to squirrel the hell out because he's apparently wanted to take this show in every direction but what we're doing.
I want my wife.
We've gotten
to-
nowhere in this story, and you said, hey, how long are we doing this? About 2 hours. Okay, cool. An hour in, and we still ain't said shit, Davey. Come on, man.
And that's why they love us. Shut up, Richard.
I know, but if we're going to get anywhere with this, I want to
Alright,
present
go.
this whole damn
ahead.
thing tonight because it's
Go ahead.
something major, dude.
Okay, go ahead.
But yeah. So you're 1 and 2. The school did take it seriously, but no evacuations needed to be made, nor school being informed because it was a fake threat and was immediately known. To year 3, I spoke to campus safety today and confirmed that they have an internal report and a police report that they have filed. I asked for the school to report, and they said I can't get it without a subpoena. Bullshit. Number 1, I have requested a copy of the police report they filed. Potentially, I have no idea why you think campus security would give you information on a threat made towards someone you have no connection to. I'm not your son. Blah, blah, fucking blah. Here's the real thing. People started really going deep into this. We got Mad Bull America here saying, hey, Harry Sisson caught lying about a bomb threat he received. Should false claims like this be considered a crime? I guess he's really upset. Oh, it should be.
Yep.
About that Trump beating Biden 51-42 poll. Here's the thing. This is true. When this was going on, I was talking to Sarah at this point in time. When this was going on, she showed me a lot of things that nobody else has seen on this. And I do have to admit, she is 100% correct about this. But follow me here, because the way this story was actually happens is incredibly fucking weird. Okay? But yeah, she says, that's funny, Harry. I just called NYU and connected with the school's campus safety dispatch. They told me there was no alerts currently or from the past week and knew nothing of what you're talking about. I'll take it a step further and write an open records request. This might be the stupidest lie you have ever told. Any investigative journalist would be able to verify in about 10 minutes that you're full of crap. In fact, you should be penalized for this false claim. She is 100% correct because, oh, that was that video right here. This is what was actually starting to come up about this. This comes from Sarah Fields herself. One of Biden's indoctrinated child commies that operates under the DNC's payroll, Harry J. Sisson, attempted to scream victim today by stating that he and his university sent a bomb threat. All right?
Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
We are 15 away from 1K.
Yeah.
We are 15 away from 1K.
Yeah.
I never knew in my entire life that 4 people were going to listen to my stupid voice. But we are 15 away from 1,000 people on YouTube. I love every single one of you. You have no idea. You have no idea. 1,000 people.
Jennifer, thank you for the $1 dono. Rich, I remember you telling us to watch Sarah Fields in the past. And you were right. I told you. I told you about this because I was following along with this as well, ladies and gentlemen. I have insight into this shit. Julie Otting there. How you doing, Julie? But yeah, this is what it was. This is a bomb threat that was sent to me and my university and my management team. They threatened to kill me and claimed that a bomb was placed in my dorm room. My school immediately alerted me, and we knew it was fake due to the fact that I don't live in dorms. So fuck everybody else, right, Harry? We placed bombs in the redacted main building by redacted, as well as Harry Sisson's dorm. Evacuate the buildings now. Harry Sisson and redacted continue to promote bullshit corporate Democrats like Joe Biden while cheating out the true socialist progressives like Bernie Sanders. You were just as bad as the MAGA maggot. Redacted. That was...
Shane.
Huh?
Shane.
Don't love on me, Davey.
I love
Oh.
you, Shane. I'm saying, I love everybody.
But that was the thing in question.
Yeah.
Now, why is this message in the spam, not report spam? Because it was blind carbon copied to himself, the school, and Palette Management, which was the company that represented him. Now, here's the thing. I want to take it back a little bit here. This comes from Lola from Trump. Harry Sisson is a paid shell for the Democratic Party. He took the social media yesterday to lie about a bomb threat against him and conversely against NYU. Let's take it to the older millennial here. This dude actually did a good job covering Harry Sisson and all this bullshit. So did Sarah.
So someone recently made a bomb threat toward me and my university.
Now, I've already made a video about this, but apparently I was a little too mean in that one. According to them, I harassed and bullied little Harry here. So I'm going to be very gentle and very straightforward about this video. So as I said before in the previous video, that didn't happen. And we know it didn't happen because multiple investigative journalists have contacted not only NYU, but they've also contacted the local police department. And sadly, rather than just taking the video down, old Harry here has just decided to dig that hole even deeper. So just to catch you up, Harry has been called out by multiple investigative journalists, most notably by Sarah, both on TikTok and on X, where she has absolutely shredded his story. But you know Harry, he's not just going to accept being called out for lying. So after being called out about the fact that there was no report with campus security and there was no report with the police, he posted this on X. First, he called Sarah an idiot, which, Harry, kind of surprises me because as many videos as I've made about you, you've never come at me like that.
That's a little weird. Kind of strikes back. You know, going back through everything, I remember him putting that out and him saying that. Why is he attacking women? He does that. I remember being on an X Live with him or with Sarah and Harry. Davey's trying to stay awake right now. Yeah, dude. Come on, wake up.
Sorry. It's been rough.
I remember that. I remember being in the live and he went after Sarah Fields in the most disgusting way. He wasn't disrespectful to men other than just being a fucking jerk, but every woman. Oh, okay. Davey took off his camera.
Can I shut off my camera?
No, it fucks up everything else.
Okay, never mind.
I can just take you off the OBS here.
Sorry.
I'll take you off the OBS then. You're off that. But as far as that goes there. Like, yeah, he was going hard at every fucking woman that ever spoke, just thrashing the fuck out of them. But yet any man that ever spoke, he was at least halfway decent with. But come to look back at it now.
You must feel a lot more comfortable talking aggressively to young women. You should probably talk to somebody about that, dude. He says the threat never made it to campus safety because it was never taken seriously. Well, Harry, first of all, not only is that complete and total bullshit, it would contradict your first video, where you said,
But someone with this name and what appeared to be a fake throwaway email emailed me, my management team, and my university.
Dude, if they emailed your university, campus security would have been informed of it immediately. Like, those would be the first people informed. Like, they're not going to tell the math department about it. And then you made a second video where you claimed that your university had already filed a police report.
like my own report, and they said no, since the university already filed one.
So what we'd have to believe here is the university took it serious enough to file a police report, but not serious enough to tell their own campus security. But then you also tried to claim in that same video that campus security did have a report.
And I was able to confirm via campus safety that a school report was filed and a police report was filed. I tried to get the school report, but that can only be done via subpoena.
So which is it, Harry? Did the threat never make it to campus safety? Or as you said,
And I was able to confirm via campus safety that a school report was filed.
see, Harry, keeping up with all your lies gets to be a problem. Because in that video, you just said that campus safety confirmed that they filed a school report. But then in your tweet, you say that threat never made it to campus safety. So which is it, dude? Did it never make it to campus safety, or did you confirm they have a report? And it's really hilarious that you said the campus report can only be gotten by subpoena, but the police report, you just go to a website and put it in. That sounds believable. But I also want to point out something you did in your video that was absolutely hilarious. See, you said this.
Basically, you guys are coming with me to file a police report, and then I'll be able to get a copy of it in like 1 to 2 days to show you guys. Now, of course, filing a false police report is a crime. You cannot do that. That's very illegal. So we're taking this very, very seriously.
So you set that up so you could say what I would be doing is a crime if I was filing a false report. That was your way of showing all of us that this is obviously not fake. If you're willing to file a police report over it, this is obviously something that happened. But then...
So fast forward to now, I just got out of the police station. I asked them if they wanted me to file like my own report, and they said no, since the university already filed one.
So you didn't actually file a report. That's pretty convenient. Since you just pointed out that filing a false report would be a crime, and you didn't file the report. Wonder why? I've never known the police to go, no, don't file a report. And don't worry, Harry, there is a shitload of FOIA requests in right now to see that police report. The one you claim exists. The one you claim was filed by your university without going through campus safety. But then you told us in your next video that campus safety had filed a report. It's all so confusing when it comes to you, Harry. So Harry, I don't know what we're supposed to believe here. Because what you say on X doesn't even match up to what you say on TikTok. And your campus safety office has already said they've never heard of this incident. And your local police department has already said they've never heard of this. And not a single piece of media, not even the NYU school paper covered this. Not to mention they apparently got a bomb threat and just ignored it. They had no problem with the other tens of thousands of students at NYU just being in danger of a bomb threat. And this was your explanation for that. This was handled by me and people involved in student life. Harry, what fucking school in their right mind would let the student body handle a bomb threat? Are you out of your fucking mind? Do you think that we're out of our fucking minds? No school would ever receive a bomb threat and go, student body's got it. That's not how this shit works, Harry. So we have your comments on X not matching up to your videos on TikTok. We have a school campus safety officer who claims they've never heard of a bomb threat. Yet you claim they filed a school report. Yet you also claim it never made it to them. You claim they filed a police report. Multiple investigative journalists have found that not to be true. And then you said you were going to the police station to file a police report to show how serious you were taking this, because filing a false report would be a crime. And then you magically didn't file a police report, which means all that stuff you said about taking it so serious, none of that shit mattered. Harry, if you want us to believe you, if you want us to truly believe that this actually happened, go file a police report. Because the moment you do that, we will all know that you are putting yourself in danger of committing a crime if you lied. The police can't stop you from filing a report, so go file one, and then show us all the report. Come on, Harry, put some skin in the game.
Now, he did actually go and try to file the police report. He said that he was going to go do that. But in the meantime, this happened.
We have another update on the recent bomb threat that was made toward me and my university.
How about this update? Either you're
let me turn
lying
it up.
about this bomb threat, or NYU's about to be hit with hundreds of thousands of dollars in fines. Harry, do you know what the Cleary Act is? I didn't think you would, so let me help you out with this. See, the Clery Act requires colleges and universities to issue emergency notifications and timely warnings. And in case you were wondering, all NYU campuses are required to comply with the Clery Act. And your NYU campus does comply. See, they put out campus notices of every alleged crime, even as recent as yesterday, September 25th. And they ensure that they comply with the Clery Act because they report everything. Like, let's see what they've reported recently. Somebody stole a scooter. That was important enough to...
Davey apparently just prepped us. So let's go to... Maybe I can pull this off without having to restart every damn thing. Hold on. Deactivate. Activate. Screen. Let me bring it back for y'all. There we go. We pull this. Properties. Set everything back up real quick. I'll go on the fly, but...
Report. Somebody threatened an Asian student. No one was physically injured, but they say it was still a scary episode for those involved. That was worth reporting under the Clery Act. There was also a report of some fondling. I had to black out the word that says SA because TikTok doesn't like that word. And I don't want to give him an excuse to take this video down just because I showed it. But yes, somebody touched somebody's butt. That was worth reporting under the Clery Act. But you know what's not in any of these reports? Your supposed bomb threat. So somebody stealing a scooter is big enough to report under the Clery Act, but not a supposed bomb threat. And I know a lot of you Harry fans are going to be like, well, they knew it was a fake. First of all, no, they didn't. Because not only did they claim to put bombs in a dorm room, they also claimed it was in the main building as well. And then some of you will probably claim, well, they don't have to report bomb threats. Well, according to the college president's guide to the Clery Act, yes, they would. In fact, reporting bomb threats under the Clery Act was such a big deal, they literally held a webinar last year to teach college presidents about reporting on it. And what are the potential penalties for not reporting a bomb threat under the Clery Act? Those would be fines by the U.S. Department of Education, and in theory, they risk losing their federal funding. So again, Harry, either this didn't happen, or your college is willing to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars in fines, as well as possibly losing all of their federal funding, simply so they could let you and student life handle the bomb threat. Oh, and by the way, a fellow TikTok creator did put in a phone call to your student life department. Here's what they had to say.
Surprise, surprise, student life said that they had no clue what was going on and that they hadn't heard anything about it.
Well, this is awkward.
I mean, he is right. And it gets even more awkward, ladies and gentlemen, because he starts being pressured for the receipts on everything. The police report, everything. So he puts this shit out. And again, this is from Harry Sisson himself. He puts this shit out.
I have an update on the bomb threat that was recently made to me and my university. So if you're not aware, a bomb threat was recently emailed to me and my university. They claimed that bombs were in my dorm room and buildings around campus and that everybody had to be evacuated. But thankfully we knew it was fake from the beginning. So, you know, there was no panic, nobody was injured, everything's all good. And I was able to confirm via campus safety that a school report was filed and a police report was filed. I tried to get the school report, but that can only be done via subpoena. So basically, I'm on my way to my local police precinct to file a police report or either get a copy of theirs, but I presume they won't actually give me a copy of theirs because I didn't actually file it. But anyway, basically, you guys are coming with me to file a police report, and then I'll be able to get a copy of it in like 1 to 2 days to show you guys. Now, of course, filing a false police report is a crime. You cannot do that. That's very illegal.
Yes, it is.
So we're taking this very, very seriously.
Look, I switched back to this one here. I was just showing my wife some things. My wife says I'm a bitch. I threw it in there so she would see. Fucked up. I don't even have this plugged into my stream deck here. All right, so things are going to be a little bit wonky. Turn the ticker news off. I forgot about that.
As we have from the beginning. So fast forward to now, I just got out of the
Thank you
police
for the
station.
$1 donut, Jennifer.
I asked them if they wanted me to file like my own report, and they said no, since the university already filed one. I can just request
What up,
it.
Ken? How you
so
doing?
They gave me like this request form, so I have to go to this certain website and like request it. And they said it could take a while because it's coming down from the headquarters. I don't know.
I want to pause right there. I looked it up. You can look it up too. I looked it up. Requesting records from the New York City Police Department, you don't go to their fucking headquarters for. They don't store that shit there. You go to the precinct that area is in for those records for up to 5 years. And then you go to the archives department, which is not at the headquarters, after 5 years. This is something I brought up that not a single fucking one of you bid on, which really pisses me off, especially with you, Sarah. I'm sorry. Why the fuck did you not even jump on that shit? Okay, so you're going to the headquarters. New York City Police Department's own fucking website says you're not going to get information from headquarters, but you're going to headquarters.
Point is, I'm trying to get this report because, again, like, you know, I really want to be transparent about this stuff with you guys and kind of share everything I know because you guys support me so much. But yeah, I hopefully will have this report in a few days. I don't know, but we'll see. But that's it for now.
Now, he did put out a video right after that saying, hey, I put out this report. I got this little slip of paper. People actually paused the video and kind of zoomed in. It said you put in a request, but there's no information about what request. You never showed that kind of shit as far as that goes, what request you put in. You didn't even try to show any kind of receipts for the request for the report that you said you wanted. Now, fast forward a little bit, that actually the request did come in. Both Harry and the Sarah Fields got the request, and there was an actual report that was made after the fact. There was an actual report that was made after the fact. 2 days. I think it was 2 days after the fact, there was a report that was made to the New York City Police Department about supposed bomb threat on the New York University campus. At the campus, I actually like the Doge thing sitting up there too now. Look at that, 231 million. Yeah. $231 billion. Anyway, there was an actual report, which brings up something. Because if campus security knows nothing about it, if every single other person that was brought up on that day, those 3 days after this claim came out, if nobody knew anything about it, how was there a report made to the police department 2 days later for something that supposedly didn't happen? Do we have false claims? Do we have a false police report? Now, ladies and gentlemen, this situation gets worse. We're going to stay on YouTube. I'm going to follow this bomb threat with Harry on YouTube here because Davey tried to throw everything in every direction. But we're going to follow this bomb threat through. And once we're done with the bomb threat situation, then we'll cut to Rumble. All right? But this goes a little bit further. This was the next thing that Harry put out himself. An update on the recent bomb threat that was made towards me and my university. This comes on September 26th of 2023.
update on the recent bomb threat that was made toward me and my university, and this video is mainly going out to the people who think I'm lying about this for some reason, but this video is also for the people who support me because I love you guys. So a recent talking point from those who don't believe me has been
This video is for the ones that support me because I love you guys. So I'm just going to straight up fucking lie through every bit of this shit just because you love me and I know you're going to believe what I've got to say. Because I wear blush in every fucking video.
Then the Clary Act. The Clary Act is a law that requires universities who take federal funding to report crimes that take place on campus to the student body. So theoretically, this bomb threat that was made toward me and the university should fall under the Clary Act, and it does. So for all the people who've been citing this and don't believe me, come on, let's go take a look at the crime reporting section of my university's website. So if you scroll down...
Oh. I'm going to take a pause right here, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to take a look at the reporting. From top left, 2023-2029, 2023-2028, 2023-2067, 2023-2027. The way it's reported. Drag it the fuck up. 2023-2018. His head is covering it. 2023- what is that, Harry? What is that? What is that bullshit? I can't really tell. I honestly can't. 2021. There we go. 23-2027. 23-2067. 2023-2028. Does anybody understand the problem here? Because there are literally between 2027, 2023-2027, and 2023-2028. Let's see if we can get the 2027 date. Harry movie fat ass fucking head, dude. Oh, we can't get that. 2023-2027. We're not going to see the date because his forehead's in a fucking way. 2023-2028. 9/19/23. But the incident is 9/21/23. Why is this out of date, ladies and gentlemen? Why is the reporting in this just fucking weird? It gets better. But let's go.
Should fall under the Clary Act, and it does. So for all the people who've been citing this and don't believe me, come on, let's go take a look at the crime reporting section of my university's website.
Okay.
So if you scroll down to this specific incident on the website, it was reported at 1:30 p.m. on September 21st, 2023, but it actually took place at 4:10 a.m. on September 21st, 2023. And if you go back to my original video where I talk about the email I received, you will see that I got that email on September 21st, 2023. You can see that it was reported as aggravated harassment and falsely reporting an incident. The description is a campus safety staff member reported a falsely reported incident and aggravated harassment. Now, the case has been listed as closed on the website because it's been referred to higher law enforcement, a bomb threat.
Michael, at this point in time, this was, you say it's 18 months ago today. You're right. At this point in time, for me, this shit was real fucking time. Because not 30 minutes before this video came out of Harry, like I said, I was deeply involved in this shit. I was talking to Sarah about this whole situation as far as that goes. I even joined fucking Xbase's lives about this shit. All right, I dove hard into this situation. 30 minutes before this video came out, I checked that fucking website. It wasn't there. So within that 30-minute time frame, this shit went up on their fucking site in an area that seems out of place because the way it was reporting in the system comes as far as there were some jump cuts in there. I will not lie. But as far as that goes, it kind of followed a pattern. But how did 2067 get thrown into the same area as the 2020s of the reporting system? Harking it back. Where were we at? 112. Again, 2023-29. 2023-2029. 2023-2028. 2023-2067. 30 minutes before he posted this fucking video, I checked it myself that 2023-2067 did not exist. But why is the numbering system off? Why is the date off? Why is this one right here in that reporting system? Other than the fact that you wouldn't see it. Because this is the third fucking page. If you took a look at the phone, you would have to go back 2 different pages to find this at this point in time when this motherfucker made this video. They buried it. They literally put this shit into the fucking system and buried it. There is no way that if I report, there are what? 30 different reports? 40 different reports in between these two. 2027, 2067, there are 40 different reports in between this. They backdated everything. They buried it into the fucking system. But let's go back. Minute 12.
Bomb threat is not really in the university's purview, right? And for the people who doubt that this event I'm talking about right here is the actual bomb threat that was made to me, on the day it happened, Thursday, September 21st at 1:57 p.m., I got a message from someone at the university saying, I've tried to call you, but I need to speak with you about an email you received. Please call this number as soon as you see it.
Nick, you can go to our website and rewrite the data and make it look like you wanted to. Scammers do it every day. Not on the phone. You can. You can on the phone. Harry's not that smart. Harry's not that good. 30 minutes before this video went fucking live with Harry and everybody in the group picked up on it, I checked that fucking site. As a matter of fact, some of the screenshots that I took 30 minutes before this episode, or 30 minutes before this video, actually come up in a later date. Some of the screenshots I took come up in a later date. We'll show you that here in a minute.
This text, that email was the fake bomb threat. That was only 27 minutes after it was initially reported. And then if you're thinking, well, why did it take place at 4:10? What
happened to Davey? Is he lactating in sympathy? This motherfucker's got a lot going on right now. Like, he's just dead on his ass. He's got a lot of hell shit going on too. So, but yeah, he kind of just dead for the night.
a.m. Well, that is the time that the original email with the threat in it was sent. I received it at 4:09 a.m. and that's when they reported that it took place. And look, for those that don't believe me, go to my university's website because apparently a lot of people know where I go now, and you can find this exact event. This is like identifying numbers, and you can scroll down right here. Go take a look for yourself, verify for yourself. So yeah, this event always happened.
And I will tell you this, Sarah Fields, you thought that was a nothing fucking burger? You thought my little catch in that was a nothing fucking burger? Because it could show up in the system different times. Why was it labeled in an a fucked up way 40 events after they had put it in there, but yet they reported it in between the two that literally bounced off each other as far as dates and time is concerned? How is that a fucking thing? No, they tried to bury the fucking lead, but you wouldn't listen to that shit, did you? You didn't listen. You didn't want to listen. You thought it was a fucking nothing burger? It's the biggest fucking case in this whole goddamn thing. And it fucking hurt you. Don't give a shit. Be pissed at me if you want to. You should have fucking known. That was the biggest fucking thing that would have saved your ass in this whole thing, because Harry did pull one off on you.
You can check for yourself. I was never lying about it. I was always being honest about it. It's not fun. I don't like dealing with threats like this. This has not been a fun past couple of days. And look, you don't have to take my word for it. The university literally reported that this happened. And look, to all of the Republicans who, claimed I was lying about this, shame on you. Shame on you. You should be disgusted with yourselves.
No.
This is like...
No, you were straight up lying by this. Your family's well connected, son. I mean, didn't you send a cease and desist letter to fucking older millennial because he was talking about you and you wanted him to shut the fuck up because he was talking about you, about this whole situation by one of the most expensive law firms in the country? Yet you eat ramen noodles and pizza every night because you're just an average college kid? Think I'm lying. Track that the fuck back. I wish I had the X space on that, but taking a deep dive into this would actually be a whole fucking day event. I swear to God.
a very unfortunate event. I don't like dealing with this. I would even describe it as like traumatic, right? Having your university call you saying that there's been a bomb threat made toward you in the school. And then these Republicans.
Wait. The university called you? Because that email went to you, your management company, and the university. But the university was the one that caught it, right?
Who dislike me so much have the nerve to accuse me of lying. Shame on you guys. You know, the majority of the people doing this as well, accusing me of being dishonest, are like middle-aged adults. They like have a family and kids.
You know, the motherfuckers that are actually paying attention to the kids, the motherfuckers that know this shit, the motherfuckers that have been tracing your ass through all your fucking lies up until this point, which is a huge one. This is the one that actually ended you, Harry. I want you to understand that. It might not have been the biggest thing, but this one's going to come back and bite you in the ass and bite everybody in the ass that covered for you on this shit.
And they're focused on harassing a 20-year-old about a traumatic event. Shame on you guys. You should be disgusted with yourselves, and I really mean it. There are plenty of Republicans I like out there, people that I disagree with, but I fundamentally think that they're good people, and they actually do what's right.
But you think I'm a domestic terrorist, I'm a threat to this country, and everything about me is totally fucking wrong, while you literally try to debate people on TikTok Live and have your followers dox these motherfuckers, call them up, and seriously just keep their phones fucking ringing while you're doing it. They're getting pissed off the fact that your people are harassing somebody who is literally owning you in your own goddamn life. Huh. And you laughed about it. You laughed about doxing a person's business phone number, which is not actually doxing because it is business. You tied up a business fucking line for the motherfucker to make money because he was shredding your story in a goddamn TikTok Live you were doing. And you laughed about it.
I don't think that of these people. These people who have made relentless videos or tweets or posts accusing me of lying about this, I think you are bad people. And I think you do these things for clicks.
We're bad people for calling out your bullshit, saying that bombs were planted in your university. 2 bombs were planted in your university, and they didn't take it credible because you didn't live on campus. So fuck them other kids, right?
This is not a joke. This is a crime that was committed against me and my university. And I really just cannot believe that we've come to this moment where I have to turn on this camera and explain myself for a very unfortunate event that happened to me. So anyway, sorry for the more seriousness of this video. I just wanted to put this out there because I even had people who support me being like, "Are you like what happened here?" Like I'm unsure and asking me to describe it. So. Yeah, it really made me think over the past couple of days about like politics and stuff. But anyway, Don't do this to people. Don't send bomb threats and don't accuse people of lying. It's not right. And for the people who've supported me through all this, I love you guys. Genuinely, you guys are great. And I'll always be in debt to you for the support you've given me my entire, political content creation career. All right, guys, thank you. So...
You kind of bitched out halfway through that video. Here's what the fuck I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Under the Monday, September 25, Tuesday, September 26. These were mine. Sunday, September 24th. Harry claims he received a bomb threat 3 days earlier, September 21st. Monday afternoon, September 25th. No report of a bomb threat on incident 2023-2067 on NYU crime log. Tuesday, September 26, NYU crime log updated reflecting incident 2023-2067. Report states incident time of 4:10 a.m., but not reported until 1:30 p.m., almost 9 hours later. September 28th, 1 week later, NYU posts a press release about the bomb threat. No date provided. Erie stated law enforcement was not notified. NYU states law enforcement was immediately notified and investigated. Let me take down everything here on the screen for you guys as far as that goes so you can take a look. I wish I could zoom in. Monday, September 25th, 2023-2028, 9/19/23, 5:20 p.m. 2023-2027, the next line, 9/19/23, 4:48 p.m. 4:48 p.m., 5:20 p.m. Okay, so we're talking about maybe 50-minute difference. The next fucking day, 2023-2028, 9/19/23 p.m. or 9/19/23 at 5:23 p.m. 2023-2067, 9/21/23, 1:30 p.m. 2023-27 or 2023-2027, 9/19/2023, 4:48 p.m. They buried the fucking story. I'm sorry, they buried the actual lead in this shit. The reporting system's out of fucking date. The date, the time frame is for the time stamp is out of date. But if you go in the back end of shit, especially anybody that knows any kind of systems like this, if you go in the back end of shit, you can literally edit any kind of post like this to show up later. The motherfucker wasn't actually smart enough to edit everything else, I guess. But then that'd have been a bigger fucking record if you did that. So take something that's 40 fucking incidents deep and just bury it further back in the background. I told you, fucking Sarah. I told you. You should have fucking listened. However, it doesn't end there. So what does Harry fucking Sisson... Let me bring everything back here. That clock in the chat. So what does Harry fucking Sisson do? I don't like the fact that that's... I need a little, at least a blur in the background. What does Harry Sisson do as far as that goes for this bomb threat that everybody's chasing down? Well, he doxes the woman and her fucking children. Because there was an incident that came up in Sarah's past that kind of muddies the water. And I don't have my Romo cut on this one. Hold on.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head.
Stop it. I fucked that up. I really fucked that up. I will fix this on the fly. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have to cut the rumble real quick. I'm going to finish this up while I take all that shit and fix everything because I'm a fuck up, like always. But hey, link's right there. Give me a second and let me fix this shit.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you can get.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming.
There's no way that you make it, and maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fight back.